wanted to show you my quilt is done. I have all the binding on it. So I wanted to show you what it looked like. Here's the back. And the front, which I already showed you, but it's kind of hard to see. I guess I have it upside down because my teddy bear is upside down. There it is. So what I also wanted to show you was I'm working on this quilt. This is called a cheater quilt because the top is already put together for you. It's just, I mean, they have various different kinds. This one has little blocks with little animals. And what I've been doing is going around each block and then I quilt each animal. If you can see, I think they make them, quilting around each animal makes them pop out. So it's a cute idea if you want a quick quilt, and I did. And then I have polyfill for my batting, and for my backing I have a flannel elephant because I'm making it for somebody particular. And they're having jungle theme for their bedroom for their baby, and elephants is their main character. So I'm going to bring my camera over here and show you a little bit. Here's my hoop. So I guess I need to get my sewing stuff out of my bag here. I'm a little slow this morning. So I have my thread and needle already in here, as you can see. So it's right here. And I'm going to show you that I'm going around, you know, each block, you know, so I'm going to do that. And then what I do is go around each animal's face. And I don't do every single line all the time. It's whatever you like to do. I mean, you can make it as detailed or not detailed as you like. It's up to you. I mean, how much quilting you want to put into something. Even ones that you piece together yourself. You don't have to quilt every inch of the quilt, but it just makes, the more quilting you put into a quilt makes it look nicer, is all I gotta say. But yeah, it's always up to the quilter. You quilt as much as you like, or how much you want to put into it, and how much time you want to spend on it, you know, because it takes time to do more detail, of course. So what I'm doing is I go around each block first, usually, and then I quilt the animals, and then I will quilt these little blades of grass. What I do is run down the center of each blade of grass to make them stand out. I'll show you. Right here is what I did. This one's not done, and these are done. So it makes it stand out, you know. And head, and then I go up the center because there's a line on the giraffe's face, just like the lion. So I'll go up the center here, and then I do the mouth and the nose. So the more detail you put into your quilt, the more it's going to stand out for you and just look interesting. It almost looks 3D once you get it all quilted. So it's really cute. I mean, if you don't have time to piece a quilt together, or you don't know what colors you want to use, or if it's just too much for you to do, and you want something easy, go to your local fabric store or look online. Amazon sells them. I mean, you can find them at Joann's. There's a lot of quilt shops you can find, and most of them do carry cheater quilts, and you can find various ones that look like they're pieced together. I mean, they are by the factory, but if you don't want to piece one together yourself, and you can find one that you like, because you have to take whatever colors they have. They don't always have sometimes they don't have a lot of variety in colors. It's just whatever color they decide to use. But yeah, if you can find one you like and you want to quilt it, go for it. The only thing I have to say is this one isn't pieced together. It's just printed on the fabric. So it actually makes it a little more easier to quilt, because you don't have a ditch or a seam line to quilt. So you don't have extra fabric in your seam line when you're doing, you know, each of these blocks. So if that's something that interests you, that would be a good choice to pick, is one that is just printed and not pieced together. Because you can get ones that are pieced together, and then they have seam lines, you know, where they join the fabric, just like when you make your own. So if you want something a little bit easier to quilt on, one of these is a little nicer because you don't have the ditch to stitch in. So there's not that extra fabric. So it's a little easier to quilt then. Because stitching in a ditch is one of the areas where the seam line is that is just a little bit harder to quilt. When you do your patterns, if you put your own pattern on your quilt and it's in the plain blocks, then those are easier to quilt, you know, the plain blocks. But when you're doing your seam line stitching, that part is usually a little tougher to quilt on. So I just wanted to show you that. It's an option, you know, another option if you don't want to, or don't have time to piece one together and you want to do something, you know, do a little quick project for a gift, or, you know, a grandchild, you know, whatever. It's up to you how you want to do things. I mean, there's all kinds of options out there. It's just whatever you can find or decide to do. Because if you want to do a craft of quilting, you know, there's more options than piecing it together yourself. So I just wanted to explain that to you and show you what I was working on. I started working on it before I got the blue quilt done that I just showed you, because a friend of ours had a baby and I wanted to try to get it done here. So I'm going to say goodbye for now and keep working on my quilt, and you guys keep quilting and have fun doing it, and we'll talk to you next time. All right, bye.